Hey everyone, Jizip here, and welcome back to another installment of the Undertale/Deltarune newsletter. Now, today is a very special occasion, because this is the 9th anniversary of Undertale's release. 9 years ago, the day this is recorded, and hopefully also the day where it comes out, was when the amazing game by Toby Fox, Undertale, was released on PC. It was later ported to PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, Xbox, a bunch of other stuff. But you probably already know that stuff. So how about we just kind of get into it? Undertale and Deltarune 9th Anniversary Newsletter. Happy 9th Anniversary to Undertale. Yeah, that's a lot of 9s. That means it's been 9 years since the 8th anniversary and 99 years since the game came out. Wait, what? Here's to another 9 years. Alright. Interview. Sans, what do you think of about the number 9? Oh, there's an interview here. I'm just gonna cut for a moment. And cut! And we're back. Interview. What do you think about the number 9? That's okay, but I kind of feel bad about how it ended up. 7, 8. 7, 8, 9? Yeah, at least that's what the theorists are saying. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe that 7, 8, 9. 7 is supposed to be the cool number. They would never do that. It's just a pun, Papyrus. 7, 8, 9. Like, the real number series? Ah, I see, a pun. That explains my bizarre lack of amusement. Well, what about the counterpun point? 5, 6, 7? If 7 is some kind of cool dog or wolf, then 5, 6, 7 are 9. Wouldn't that mean 5 is the real culprit? An irresponsible dog over? That 7 was just a misled anti-hero. 7 loved, 5, maybe they were just doing what they felt like they had to. No, 7 was weak. Duty is no reason to harm another. Numbers are stupid! I'll wreck them all! Get out of here, math! I like numbers. Don't worry, Alphys, I'll leave 0 and 1. That way you can still do nerd stuff. So, 7, 8, 9, I think. Let me just count real quick. Yeah, that's 6, 7. Yeah, that is 7, 8, 9. And I'm not sure what that is, but it's probably whatever. Anyway, I don't know what that is. Someone else figure it out for me. Anyway, cut back. And we're back. 9th anniversary kitchen set. It has nothing to do with the number 9, but this year Fangamer is putting out a special line of kitchen-related products. They made a special video to promote it. You can use it every day. Alright, let's play the video. Oh, a Sans fighting mug. Spaghetti and meatballs. Oh, it's pie tray. So you can make all the butterscotch cinnamon pie you want. Oh no, it's the real knife. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, Sense of the Papyrus Salt Shakers. Anyway, see you in a moment as I'm just gonna cut back. And we're back again. That was kind of fun. Item explanation. Undertale Kitchen Collection. I asked for this. You can get your own weird yet cute tutorial to use as an oven mitt. She's a bit flack, but apparently stuffing her snout with more fluff would have increased her flammability. Feel free to use her as a puppet. Actually, that might be her best use. Seriously, we looked at another company's character head as oven mitt product, and it actually isn't legally an oven mitt. You know, because it's too flammable. That's right! Fill the mug with milk or another opaque liquid, drink it, and reveal the dog staying inside. This was another request from me. I had a similar cup as a child. It had some sort of creature at the bottom, and you couldn't get to see it until you drunk almost everything. Try serving hot chocolate or something to people that have never seen it before, or use this hidden dog as a motivator to get someone to drink some terrible medicine. It's not clear if the dog has any concept of good or evil. It is unaware of the effects caused when it is used that way. Alternatively, you can fill it with one of those chocolate cakes that's supposed to look like dirt and excavate the dog with small spoons. Then you can bury it again. With this plate, you can imagine you're the customer at the exclusive Papyrus Collaboration Cafe. I'm not sure if the food would actually taste good. And here's the Sans Fight mug. Certain parts are transparent, so different liquids turn inside different colors. As a result, you can make anything other than blue lemonade. He's basically going to use turn into an angel version of Sans. Please be responsible. We aren't going to be responsible, unfortunately. It's the perfect dish to make your favorite dessert. J-Zap, you know I'm talking about sushi. I'm talking about sushi pie. Oh yeah, because I put sushi as my favorite food. Neat. It would be delicious. Why don't you make some for us? I don't think you can make sushi into pie. I think it would taste terribly. Number one, sushi is like supposed to be raw, and pie is absolutely not raw. And oh yeah. Also, fish in pie is just a bad idea. I feel like what a cute apron. It's easy to see what's appealing about it. Now, what did you say, that? Yes, it's the Deltarune from Toriel's clothing. I always wanted to wear Toriel's clothing. Thank you, Truck Freak. You didn't need to say that though. And coming later, Hints of Papyrus salt and pepper shakers. They will be available in 2025. This idea was suggested by Evergrade. It's in P. Naming wise, it's kind of perfect. So I guess Papyrus is pepper while Sans is salt. Anyway, you might already have salt and pepper shakers, so how about using them for other types of powders? For example, the ketchup chip flavoring powder from some Canadian factory, or powdered milk, or bone meal. The list of great ideas goes on. Deltarune progress update. Let's go! Release in 2024, please! Last time I explained everything left required to release chapters 3 and 4. If you missed it, the information is here. Give me a moment. It was nothing interesting, just the last newsletter. By the way, regarding testing chapter 1+2 with the new Game Maker function, we are waiting on the Game Maker team to help out with some issues we've been having. It will take a little longer, but when things are ready, we'll let everyone know on the official Undertale Twitter. It's only been a month. I'm writing this on September 3rd, but let's quickly review what has been done in that time. Chapter 3. This is neat. As mentioned before, Chapter 3's main content was completed a while ago. Chapter 3's Japanese translation is currently in the checking phase. 8.4, localization company, is going through the game carefully to determine that all the lines display correctly in Japanese. This process should be completed by the beginning of October. We're hoping to begin professional testing of the PC version in mid-October. So about my birthday, cool. Wait, are they releasing it on Halloween? You know the day Chapter 1 was released? 6 years ago? 6, you know, the Gaster number? Chapter 4. We met our internal deadline to complete Chapter 3 enforcement content, which was September 1st. With that, Chapter 4's PC version is essentially complete, minus some bug fixes and the Japanese localization. A preliminary pass of Chapter 4's translation is now being worked on. I expect this first pass will be finished the time we send our next newsletter. After that would come additional passes and then checking, like Chapter 3 is undergoing now. By the way, some more people were able to play Chapter 4. I've seen people play it 6 times now. Everyone liked it. Watching it now, it feels really complete. Everyone not working on localization, console porting, and fixes is now working on Chapter 5. This will be the main focus of us moving forward. I'm really excited to see this chapter get made. Regarding Chapter 3 and 4's development, I've personally completed everything I can actively do for it. Now all I can do is wait for localization and testing. Getting to the point and then having to wait. Getting to this point and then having to wait. That's what it means. Feels like I'm strapped to a chair with sushi just out of my reach. But they exist! Chapter 3 and 4 are real! Now it's just a matter of time. Cool. Although it's technically Undertale's anniversary, I consider this day to be a celebration of Deltarune as well. Sorry guys, you have to share a birthday party this year. Since it's been a while since Chapter 2's release, please allow me to share some materials from its development. I hope you enjoy it. Alright. More concept art. You know the drill. Let's cut! And we're here! Unseen Chapter 2 concept art. Very early concepts. Mouse, cat. Most NPCs will be mask face electric socket. Comes out of the wall socket. Kind of brainish. Fire zap out of the mouth. Advanced. Full self out of socket grotesquely. One is handsome, possibly NPC or has spear. Light switch bird. Glows depending on if light is on or off. Fantasy. Appears from background boring design. Could maybe be an NPC. Plug guy. This design sucks. What kind of animal or monster can be plug themed? Plugicore like Manticore, but plug. Its face is a shock. He can see crap. He just uses his satellite eyes to watch TV inside his brain at all time. the time. This is one of the first images I grew while brainstorming concepts for the chapter. From the beginning I knew I wanted to have some enemies with electric sockets for faces. This idea is so good that the new Mario and Luigi game is also doing it. Toby Fox is a fan of Mario and Luigi Brothership. Let's freaking go! At least I assume that's why he's doing this. These are just sketches and not real designs, so none of them got used. I really like the plug guy drawing, lol. Alright. Salary requires math mailer. Decenter line rotates a bit. Some ideas precede Virokun, Spamton, and Mouse. Ultimately, these were not used because their existence conflicted with those characters. Seems like Matt Mailer's tie would have been a prehensile. I'm not sure what the top thing is supposed to be. A Kirby enemy? Honestly, kind of looks like it. Fan, Buzzmite. Iridescent? Loves peace and quiet, but is really noisy. Pulling things, flying. Attacks the 4 large prong wheel, small 4 prong wheel. Those flame attacks, alt having hands, lol. A flying enemy character. Inspired by a computer fame. Okay, neat. This was created before Chapter 1. The character is merely a placeholder concept and not intended to be an actual character. It's just an example of how we could use a shop visual real estate to have a cool character. This ended up being used for rules in Chapter 1. Kind of crammed in here, but pick what you like. Maybe the shopkeeper could be some sort of cool cyber robot. I never designed his body or thought anything past this. Jesus freaking Christ, that's terrifying. Queen. Frick, I just assigned the mascot. I don't know what that is. It took me a very long time to figure out Queen's design. I wanted her to be intimidating and cool. Inspirations included Hexadecimal from Reboot, the Alien Queen from Alien, Power Ranger Bad Guys, and Rose Master from Cucumber Quest. I wanted her head shape to be unique so that it wouldn't overlap with those other existing characters too much, but it was difficult. As you will see of various people, I am the best. I have become total cyber, 100% cyber. Do not mess with women that have rainbow eyes. Gets rainbow eyes. Error, damn, not found. Cannot give it. Oh, that would be terrible. Anything but that. Referring to that which I actually like. There was a pathfinding involving the part that makes you care. Damn, the situation bites. You could say it mega bites. I didn't ask you. Oh, Rossi. It's so funny. If any employees from the ratings board are present, please calm yourself. This beverage is not alcohol. It is merely concentrated electricity. What does it taste like? Like it makes you. I'm afraid we have reached another juncture where we may be forced to admit that I am the best. A great person once said, only a fool dies in vain. A wise man becomes a mind servant. Mind servant. Who said that? Me. You will be completely annihilated. Run wow.exe. Wow music plays. You forgot the first rule of robotics. Never tell the truth. That's one way to beat Queen. She told me her weakness. Huh? Why'd she do that? She thought it would be funny? My fashion sense increases in proportion to my power. I'm everybody's ex-wife. After I began writing her dialogue, she shifted into being a more humorous character. I decided to reflect this in her design. Realizing simple might be best. Flashes, some size comparisons, all lash 2 XP execution points. Initially, I was trying to draw her sprite with her head facing straight on, but it was ultimately lacking in personality. Here are also some last-ditch attempts at different head shape. I thought a handkerchief-like head shape with giant hoop earrings would make her seem more like a crazy aunt, crazy mom type character. I still don't dislike it. In the end, though, simple is best and easiest to draw. Oh, it's Vira-Vira-kun. Well, like an early. I think that's computer virus better than a small imp or devil creature. Creation was trial and error. Originally, the cars would have been fightable. I still like the poses. By the way, the car with legs is inspired by a default 3D model from Mario artist Polygon Studio. Can run at you, obviously. The light beams from its headlights that you have to stay within, or it makes a camera clicking noise and fires a wave of bullets. These bullets could be like hoops that you can only go in the middle of, or just personality. He loved to go fast. His eyes are secretly a camera. You could pose for the camera or slow him down, or outrace him. Task. Defeated by petting it, praising it, and overloading its senses. Task became overloaded task stuff. Yo turns into hourglass. Oh, that would have been a neat idea. I don't know what task looks like. The task manager. But you should put them in a secret or royal for them, possibly some kind of mask. Let's go back and forth like a cat clock. Task manager. Commands to tasks. Task manager. Command them to do various things. Stand on their hind legs and beg, tackle, roar. When they change poses, they do a cute head wobble. Their head is pinned on and can rotate in place. Originally, Task was just going to be called Tusk and be a lion. You know, Tusk. Who would have been controlled by a lion tamer, Task, who eventually became Task Manager. That's why she has a whip. See, there's a good reason for it. I like the detail of their tails being a pointer which turns into an hourglass when they get overwhelmed. The idea of petting something so much that it goes overstimulated comes from a childhood memory of mine. We went over to my cousin's house where they had an Ivo robot dog toy. Me and my brothers all petted at the same time, and my cousin was like, "Stop! You're killing it!" That was a nice memory. Just on their face, and then they grow. All that comes from the ceiling and and stay stuck there, energy flowing. Alright, look, there's a lot to go over here. They're encountering around that big, transforms into this, it comes from stealing, stay stuck. Alright, cool. Energy flowing, enters in the face, and then they grow, idle. You switch occasionally like buggaways or something, or affected by wind. Notice the plugs going to the top of the screen is annoying to draw, or they're logically deal with. They can get absorbed into the face and make them look like they have a nose. Attack. Points to forward with arms, it flashes, spreads hands out and shoots bullets. Spared, hurt, flying. Legs perspective, pulled back. Layout, attack A. Yeah. I'm not going through all of that. Actually. First ready to be thrown. Built by Susie. Just look that Chris. They look like a child. Maybe. Angle changes based on direction thrown. The slash hit slash animation upon hitting. Animation for jiggling the cord. Lucy and Rousey have similar ones too. Details on how the plug enemy works. Virtually imagined controlling various characters using plugs. I've seen it some very early concept art. However, I ended up restricting this idea to mostly one character. I wasn't sure if the wire should attach to the top of the screen or shrink into a nose. I reused the wireless idea for where wire. Am I allowed to be the proud of this design? Well, NPCs, existing characters, sprite comments. Keyboard key. Oi, there, you seen my cousin? Newbert. I'm Newbert. Everybody loves me. That's why I live in the trash. Edison. Another day, another deal. Every day is a great deal for the low price of 1,000 kroner, dollars. Pintor. Swatch. Queen's personal butler. Swatch. Various muscular bodies in the background, but can't see heads for some reason. Welcome, young masters. How may I serve you? Or maybe they're just big buff swatches, but with only one color each. Swatchling, butt lord. Only has one attack. Color determines attack. Maybe sparing also has to do with color. Secret area. Noonbird's moving up in the world. Yes. I do think that suits you. Yes. Exactly, my queen. Send error report. A table full of yes men guts. I couldn't agree more. Yes. Exactly what the queen is thinking. Perfect. Send error report. I am Mouse Million. I stand leagues and inches above all the other mountains. Nice. Only Newbert remains yet above me still. Various NPCs, most of them were directly included in the chapter. The artisans' designs were created in relation to Spamton, so in the end, the in-game versions look even more similar than this concept art. Pintor was not used, but its sprite and dialogue were created, as well as a printer-based song that you could play. I just thought, there's too many NPCs already. Oh! That was cool. Watch his initial art. What was going on there? By the way, I'm pretty sure his overworld sprite was based off of my concept art instead of Gigi's redrawn version, so that's why it looked a bit off in the cafe. They really just draw all the stuff directly without any sketches. Birdly. Float. Outfit simplified. Laser gets dejected and loses arm. Later gets dejected and loses armor. Needed poses. Makes the green laser alert pose. Slightly explaining how great he is. Smart pose. Gets defeated like a mofo, I guess. Just through the original concept for Birdley's Dark World outfit, so there it is in the top left. Through the original sprite too. I simplified it slightly by removing the cape. That's it, Birdley in the bottom left is so good. Wait, that's that one. Sad, mad, possibly with head down more, mad, shocked, ill. No! So there they are, then they go through the portal, spin around. It will still be up and all that happens. They've been never fall down several when they get up. Alright. Just set all of the dogs, right, so they look like they're in jail like this. Ran out of prison hats and have to wear berets. Even Greater Doc is here. Doc will wear sunglasses and is stained up as Officer Blue. Need for turn around and lie down pose. It seems he thought crime was just a game. Most of his chances of rehabilitation are slim. Snoozy sleepy tutorial. Ignore glow fits with palette of area. Black noise as it gets stepped on. Splendid Lands art. My friend Samanthuel, aka Splendid Land, did a ton of concept art for Chapter 2. Sadly, I couldn't use all of it because many of the concepts in the aligning with my final version of the game. But the designs themselves are super amazing. I'm thankful I got to use any of them. Specifically, I really wanted to use the paint enemy as a mini-boss, because I thought it would be a real fun mechanic. Below were her notes of all of them, just to provide ideas on how she thought they could be used. Despite my appearance, I am totally incapable of saving your game, unless an early version of the hacker. It's Snoop Mowaroid, aka Ambulance. Snooping as usual, I see. Spotted. Battle. Terrible. Chasing after criminals. You. Waiting. See you soon. Look at me, I'm jumping out. Welcome, I live here. Tell me the funny numbers on your mom's credit card to get a prize. I was given the broad theme of Cyberworld and told to pretty much just design whatever I wanted, expecting only a handful to actually make it in. I made all of these within a couple of days, just making whatever came to mind. Echo guy, I don't know what the game is. Sorry, I'm tired. Wants to discover the secrets of the world and has special abilities, though they aren't aware of them. Hacks by randomly smashing keys and even swinging their mouse around in the air. They keep escalating in silly ways. Hands and face. And they stand over a spot that can be hacked into. Their cursor-shaped head turns into a pointing finger. They don't notice this change, so it's up to you, the players, to help them. Funny egg. Their body contains a virtual pet. Can the fate of this pet be altered? Maybe not. Has an existential crisis if the pet dies. Their body is a battleground of life and death. Broken image. Their life is in ruins. Recycle bin. Trash fly. Represents uncollected garbage data. Kiss. Painter. Would basically be like Adeline from Kirby, but with crude MS Paint effects, especially the airbrush. The sket spins in a place until talked to. Despite my looks, I'm totally unable to see. Some kind of internet thing? I don't know. That little icon-like creatures who march onward with unknown purpose. They take part in the festival. Pop up. Hides underneath a tile and springs upwards annoyingly. Touching its head makes it return underground temporarily. A pest. Virus. Alright, so their version of Virukun, basically. Ted sways back and forth as it tries to hover in the air. Antivirus. Is it a cop or a doctor? Or maybe they see you as an enemy since you're an outsider? Corrupted data or something. Cyberworld. A rough vision of what a world inside a computer could look like. Cyberhouse. Ask dancers. They participate in the festival. Each color has a different movement pattern and dance style. Very rough concept. Yes, concept art of Birdley's. Armor designs in the Dark World by Chess. That Noelle is really cute also. Headset, 2 pockets. It's also doing Birdley's original Dark World sprite. And provide an option for his Dark World outfit to just be him, but with an extra shirt pocket. Temmie. Okay, Temmie, so... Famous concept art of Queen's Chair. You can see her weird old head there as well. That's a good chunk of the most interesting concept art. Perhaps in the future I can show you the messy leftovers that aren't included here. Thanks for looking. Alright, that was kind of fun. Now, I guess we're just gonna have to cut again. And we're back! Now, you're probably wondering why we're not where we were before, because this is unused music. Creating music first can be a useful way to figure out the identity of or tone of a boss or scene. However, ideas and characters change, and those initial ideas don't always end up working out. So here's some rejected ideas from the second chapter. Power of New, Unfinished. After creating Undertale, one of my goals for Deltarune was for players to finally be able to challenge a real version of Undertale New that didn't just end in one turn. For that purpose, I actually created a few music mock-ups for an extended version of Power New. There's even another one from 2016. Well, unfortunately, try as I might, I could never create a full-length version of the song that I was satisfied with. Eventually, the boss concept evolved to involve stamps, and with that, the music changed as well. I still liked the last half of the song. The guitar section was inspired by Brandish's song Ending 2. All of it is pretty placeholder, though. It's still fun to imagine adding something to this, though if I was given another opportunity to extend Power of New, I would probably do something different. Alright, let's listen to it. Yeah, that's Power of New, alright. There's some extra instrument in the background. Is that like a leitmotif or something? Oh, this is something he used in Big Shot. I'm jamming to this. I love it. I'm jamming to this. I love it. You can't see it right now, but I'm dancing. Alright, Power of Spamton older / Power of Spamton. Unfinished tracks, the drums are especially placeholder. Once Spamton's presence in the Neo battle became solidified, I realized the original track wouldn't fit anymore, so I tried to work in some more sinister and creepy feelings. That idea became this. And two tracks are nearly identical, but the newer version has different drums and more elements of Spamton's theme in the intro. It's also even more unfinished. So these are early versions of Big Shot, basically. Alright. Well, I love that part. Oh, there's dial tone. This is building up to what I think it is. I think it might be. No, I thought it was gonna be the freedom motif. Instead, it's... Don't forget. Huh. Wait, wasn't a bit of the freedom theme also near the end? Alright, let's just listen to the this other version. Maybe it's more noticeable there. That's a dial tone bit. This does throw in some questions about if the freedom motif is a real motif or just part of Devil's motifs. And the real freedom motif is actually the circle/dial tone. I think there was a little bit of the freedom motif in the, like, very near the end. Phantom Battle Forgotten. Apparently this was the first concept I came up for with Phantom's battle theme. To be honest, I have absolutely no memory of this. When I found it in my files, I was quite surprised. Spamson made it himself. By the way, I was originally planning to have Spamson's intro song be Spamson's intro song, Hey Every, also be a shop theme. It was planned that it would slowly drop in pitch the longer to stay in the shop until it was unrecognizable, but that ultimately did not match the tone of the dialogue, so I ended up using dial tone for that. So that's why dial tone was meant for that scene, and then it was carried over to earlier because that didn't work out. That was kind of my theory. I didn't know that Hey Every was supposed to be the shop theme. Alright. It feels more like a commercial. So we should reuse a remix of this for like a commercial. Like a Phantom Dates commercial. That was so cool. This should definitely be used for a commercial at some point. The song that plays when Giga Queen first appears is actually a slowed down version of the original battle song I created for her. Although the instruments are placeholder, I actually think this song isn't half bad. Just it didn't really sound much like a boxing match. So after I created the Flash Machine power-up sequence beforehand, I decided to make a song based on that. Oh, this is cool. I honestly feel like you could have made like a mix of this and Knock You Down, like add this as like a because this definitely feels more like Queen, whereas Knock You Down, while it's very cool and it fits very well and definitely has Queen's motif in it, I feel like this section could definitely have worked well as like a secondary part, like a B section almost. Maybe without this part specifically. It already feels like a slow part. Castletown unfinished. Originally I wanted the Castletown to sound very upbeat, but something about it reminded me of like that one Goatee song. I don't know how to pronounce that. The melody of the initial parts ended up being a bit too repetitive for me. I really like how this song sounds from 048. The song is completely unfinished past 127. I like this. I really like this version of Castletown. I really would like a new version of Castletown based on this one, like one of the later chapters. Of course, it doesn't need to be the same if you're not happy with it. If like Toby's not happy with it, but I really do like this. Oh, like that bit from Chaos King. Oh, I don't like this part. Like a music box vibe could have definitely worked, but this is not the way to do it. It's really a shame. That one had potential. Rules battle. I actually showed this one before, but the truth is that I made it for chapter 2 and not chapter 1. The song was way too serious though, so I had to make a goofier battle theme later. Mm. This does really sound like if rules began to fight you. I don't feel like it's too serious. Maybe. It feels like almost like if we fought rules again later, but he doesn't have a trash machine, you know? So. I do like its pronounced rules, though. A lot. Oh yeah, and I should probably be one of a few people who probably gets to like criticize or like criticize most because I also make music. Of course, I'm not as good as Toby Fox, but I have made music on the past. Some of it's even on the channel. You should probably go check it out. But I do kind of know how music making works and how it can be annoying. I think this is my favorite of the unfinished tracks. At least, it's the one I listened to the most when I was working on the game. Back when Queen looked more intimidating, I wanted to use this as a boss theme. Personally, I really like it, and I even wanted to try to use it for Bertley's battle instead. But the issue was that it just didn't match either of the theme melodies I had already created for those characters. Bizarrely, I seem to have made this after already making her theme song as an early version of the theme songs inside of the project file. And then the last like 6 seconds piano, the last 6 seconds of piano only is like finished, unfinished. It almost feels like a phase 2 of the Queen battle. That's not the phase 2 we actually got. Like Queen is on the back foot. But it is kind of a gem, yeah. This Bertley scene doesn't really seem to be much in this one, at least as much as Attack of the Kill Queen. Maybe Bertley has been freed and just run away, and now you've cornered Queen. Queen is cornered and on the back foot. I kinda liked it. My favorite is probably the Castle Town, though. I really like this one. I really want this reuse. This... Alright, so... This would have been really cool, although And this too, although I don't really know if that's the direction I would have gone for with the power of Neo. It's also surprising that there's no freedom motif in it. This one I feel like should have been used for like a commercial. This one is kind of cool and could have been used as almost like a B section in in like Knock You Down maybe. This one I really like. I want it to be reused again. This one kind of works, but I like It's Pronounced Rules more. This one almost feels like a phase 2 of the Queen battle. Anyway, that was very fun. Let's go on with the rest, shall we? And we're back. Conclusion. Thank you very much to everyone still reading these letters. These letters are happy to still be read. Are you happy reading them? Yeah. Here's a letter. It's not this letter, but you can still read it. But did it make you happy to read it? See you this year and next year. Bye-bye. Blah, blah, blah. Let's look at the letter, shall we? My best friend's favorite number is 9. It's because there isn't a number that's higher. 999, 999, 9,999. If everything gets high enough, you become invincible. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing can hurt anyone anymore. But isn't it scary to think there's a highest number? That if you made 99 good memories that you couldn't hold anymore? So I don't like to keep of the flowers we pick, or the times that they laugh, or how many scary faces they make. I just hope we'll be friends for 99 more years. Oh, it's a letter from Asriel to Kara. And it's adorable. I love it. It's really the scary faces thing that makes it absolutely obvious. Also, 9. Yeah, that's the Kara number. But this is adorable. And with this adorable letter from a very good goat boy, their human friend, we're gonna end for today. It's a bit of a longer one, but there's been a lot of content, and also I just kind of stumble over my words a bit much, so sorry if that happened. But anyway, until next time, cheers up!